NBA sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Ball again on second down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. You look at this Jaguar defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Green 19.
Here's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Second and 10.
At the 44-yard line. Here we go. 3-19 right there. Easy.
Hall again. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go, son. Go.
A shotgun snap, Fields. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
That's good.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
A gain of 12. And the Jets first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. 3:31.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here we go.
Straight ahead is Hall. Trotting down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Andre Sisco right there to knock that ball free. You talk about this Jets defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Fields. Open man is the tight end, Mason Taylor. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
As a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Here's Allen. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now it's Fields. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And able to get this out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunter. So nothing doing there, and that'll set up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Trevor Lawrence scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Fields. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. It's caught. Mitchell fighting through it. He's got space. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Here we go, son. 319, get the cut.
Paul want to give up the middle. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. You good. 319, go.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
That's good for a Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Ready? 5:51.
Out of the gun, Fields. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here we go. Right.
To throw is Fields. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Jets have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jacoby Myers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are once again back in front. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can win.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll get this out wide to Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football back way. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Fields now to throw. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Back to throw. Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there. The Jets have a first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19 windy, 19 windy. Here we go. Sit high.
Operating from the gun. Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Wilson, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, hurry up. Move for great, move for Alpha, 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 alpha. No mas, no mas. Sit high.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He gets it underneath to Hall. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
A gain of 12. First down, 2 yards.
Throwing again is Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. West right, sit. Green light. Hey, 10.
They'll send Mitchell in motion right.
Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, Ron.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Go. Let's, hey, kill. On the rat. Go. Hey, I'm gun. Hey, Ginger, time.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Etienne bringing in another one. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
13 loop. Go, go. Soga, hot. Go, let's go. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Got a man, that's Hunter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Hey, tomatoes. Go. Hey, I'm gun.
Lawrence will throw. He completes it to Hunter. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Think right open. 11, Ag X. 11. Hey.
Now Lawrence to throw. A short throw there to Strange. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Second down and 6 now. On play action, Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Over the middle, it's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Jags have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. A shotgun snap, Fields. It's complete to Mitchell. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
It's a gain of 8.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
8-yard pickup. And the Jets first down.
3-19,
Give to Hall running right. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go, tonight.
Quick slant here to Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Jets.
Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Go.
From the gun, here's Fields. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
3-19, can I see that?
Now it's Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Brees Hall, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets have retaken a third-quarter lead. Folk connects on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Jaguars 26.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
11.
They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they are not able to solve their opponents. They've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Jaguars first down.
Take right open. Go, go.
First and 10
Hey, I'm done.
at
I'm
the
red.
50-yard line.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
16 yards.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, Lion. Done. 11. 11, Agate. Go. go. Let's go. 30 left.
Now Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. But to throw again is Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here is 3rd down and 4.
All right, let's go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Parker Washington, 28 yards. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. 331, 331.
Fields changing the play. Now Hall to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
7 yards. And the Jets, first down. Here we go. A gain of 27 on the play.
Back to throw. Fields. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll give to Hall. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Jets on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Fields. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Adonai Mitchell, 28 yards. yards. And the Jets have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will make this a 4-point game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Touchdown, Jaguars! Brian Thomas, 65 yards. And the Jaguars use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
40, Jets 37. Cam Little will kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Fields. Over the middle to Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. 3-19, easy, easy, easy. 11, 11, 11. Go.
Fields now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw is Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Allen. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, son.
They'll run with Allen. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, New York.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Fields. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go.
And the Jets first down.
Now a carry for Allen. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Here we go, son. 158, son. Hey, Ken. Go.
Here's Fields. Allen's got it over the middle. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now 1st and goal.
Here we go, son.
Allen is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line.
Well, that's a group that's well aware of what's going on the scoreboard right now. Excellent work by them to push them back. That defense, they want to make sure the worst they come out of this with is a field goal and a tie game.
Here we go. EQ. 551. 12, go.
They stay on the ground with Allen. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but